The process of making money is a journey of self-improvement against one's own experiences and perceptions. It is the process of changing the fate of ordinary people. You will choose between being poor but keeping face, or being rich but having to give up face. What poor people say and do is correct and comprehensive. They always take care of the people around them and maintain their reputation. They look for great reasons to demand from themselves and express themselves from deep within. What poor people want most is face and stage recognition and applause. They are willing to give up the opportunity to make money to save face. Poor people can endure poverty, but cannot endure the misunderstanding and disrespect of others. In the financial competition, they will voluntarily withdraw to preserve their honor. In the world of the rich, financial logic always comes first. Any relationship of face, reputation, right and wrong that is not related to interests is meaningless. Keeping face does not necessarily lead to immediate poverty, but it will definitely bind your thoughts and actions, narrowing your living space. Ignoring face does not necessarily make you rich, but it will definitely unlock your thinking and expand your living space. The two paths are completely different. There is no right or wrong, you choose. I know your life is very busy. However, what I say is not easy to absorb, especially difficult to grasp. If you only hear it once, my advice is to watch it to the end. Listen to it over and over again when you are free or doing housework. Please share and save the playlist for your convenience. I dare say, within a few short months, your thinking will develop to a new level. Stoic Ancient greets you. Those who can make money are all the same, and those who cannot make money all have their own reasons. Making money is essentially an open exam, and everyone who gets the result is saying the same thing in their own way. This has never changed. Success or failure does not lie in the difference in information, but in whether you can encode the secret of wealth in your head. The world has many different faces, and any mindset can be perfect. When the mindset changes, the whole world will change. These are all the things that an ordinary person needs to pay attention to in order to make his first money. The ordinary person here is someone who has no special outstanding skills, no connections, and does not believe in so-called connections, no resources, and does not believe in resources. In fact, after reading this content, you will understand that only when you give up all external conditions, you are still willing to believe in yourself, improve yourself, and work hard, will you really have a chance to succeed. The most important thing is to remove all obstacles in thinking. Poverty and wealth are essentially habits. From awareness is the inevitable result of automatic behavior, promoting life. Poor people have poor habits and behaviors, rich people do too. The first step to making money is not to study or work blindly, but to examine your own thoughts and habits. Which ones are suitable for making money and which ones are not. The core ideology of each person mainly comes from his or her family of origin. Without intentional intervention, children will be exactly like their parents. This is also the most difficult step for ordinary people. Can you overcome the restrictive thinking of your family of origin to create opportunities to rewrite your future? I will draw a conclusion. The right process to get rich is to find the right mindset for yourself to improve your earning performance, control your mind with the right mindset, control your body to do the right things, and achieve your career goals. The process of making money is the process of improving yourself, going against your own experience and perception, and changing the fate of ordinary people. You will choose to be poor but still keep your face, or be rich but have to give up your face. What poor people say and do are all correct and comprehensive. They always care about the people around them and maintain their reputation. They look for great reasons to demand themselves and express themselves from the bottom of their hearts. What poor people want most is face and stage recognition and applause. They are willing to give up the opportunity to make money to save face. Poor people can bear poverty, but cannot bear the misunderstanding and disrespect of others. In financial competition, they will voluntarily withdraw to preserve their honor. In the world of the rich, financial logic always comes first. Any relationship of face, status, right and wrong that is not related to interests is meaningless. Saving face does not necessarily lead to immediate poverty, but it will definitely force your thoughts and actions, narrow your living space. Ignoring your dignity will not necessarily make you rich, but it will definitely unlock your thinking and expand your living space. Two completely different paths. There is no right or wrong, you choose. Beware of the trap of being an employee. Increasing your monthly income, increasing your annual salary can make you automatically earn money and become richer. It sounds reasonable, but it is the biggest obstacle between rich and poor. The only right goal of being an employee is to become your own boss, not to seek stability, comfort, or no responsibility. Once you accept and recognize monthly and annual salaries, you have fallen into the trap of being an employee. Your vision will become short-sighted, your thinking will become stingy, no longer looking at the whole market but only paying attention to immediate benefits and a small internal working group. In essence, it is narrowing your living space and reducing your ability to survive. Wealth is not about accumulation and savings, but about the explosion after seeing the trend. Saving is not unimportant, but it is not about making money to get assets. You must clearly distinguish between working for hire and trading, saving and earning money, spending money and collecting money, and which one you need to choose at the current stage. See through the world, understand the transaction. The nature of the world is a super large market, where there are goods everywhere and everything has a price. From another perspective, things that do not have a clear price tag or are too expensive to be priced, such as sincere feelings, or are completely worthless, such as social relationships, status, and frivolous social connections. All human relationships, including emotions, are transactional relationships. Any valuable commodity shows its value in transactions, thereby proving its value. The reason why a poor person is because he cannot see clearly the laws of the nature of the world, cannot penetrate the emotional relationship and human nature, and lives a life of deception. The reason why a rich person is because he understands the transaction, sees through the transaction. The rich person does not go directly into human nature, does not examine or evaluate human nature, but only understands it deeply and works according to that nature. The rich person understands that all superficial emotional relationships and laws of human nature are just tools to serve the transaction. Therefore, the poor person works very cumbersomely, will consider many prerequisites, emotional relationships, face, etc. The rich person works very directly, will quickly enter the transaction stage and work more effectively. The goal of communication of the rich person is to collect resources and seek transaction opportunities, not to connect emotions, relationships, or join social circles. A valuable transaction does not mean that the communication relationship does not achieve a transaction. The communication is invalid. On the balance of transactions, one side is the value you can bring to the transaction, the other side is the actual payment. In addition, any other factor is just a distraction. When the value reaches a commensurate level, the money will come, and when the money comes, the work will be done, no exceptions. But the poor always try to find exceptions, always complicate the simple truth. In their eyes, there are always alternatives. Can I not do this? Can I do some other work to make up for it? Can I not create value? If I maintain a good relationship, will others help me at a crucial moment? People with such thinking will never face the problem directly, always avoid the problem, and are extremely unintelligent people and will definitely be poor. Poor people respect the rules of the game, accept the objective rules. Everyone is playing their own game, and a game must have rules. By following the rules, you will get what you want. But in reality, there are many people who challenge the rules, even challenge the rules, trying to find loopholes in the rules. These are the most foolish people. Truly smart people will never think they are the smartest, never think they are right to challenge history, challenge the rules. They always respect the rules and reasonable, legal rules, and following the rules is all you need to follow unconditionally. In this set of game rules, there is no such thing as right or wrong, only the rules of trading. The essence of poverty is not wanting to learn, only wanting to receive, only believing in the so-called right and wrong, but never contributing, never respecting the rules. People who are lazy, unprogressive, maintain relationships, and break the rules are essentially trading in equal proportions. They talk a lot about morality and social responsibility, complain about the injustice of the world, but behind their backs they are insatiably greedy and never satisfied. So if you find that the person you are talking to does not understand or respect the transaction, make of that is, stay away and isolate regardless of their status. If you go with such people, sooner or later you will get into big trouble. A special reminder to yourself and to the next generation: never make a habit of returning goods. Every transaction has profits and losses. Making money is fun, But losing is also an opportunity to remind yourself. Only when you deeply understand that every problem is your problem, every failure and loss is an opportunity to improve yourself, will you gradually become better and stronger. Life has no chance to return goods. If you do not learn to respect transactions, respect rules, you will suffer greater losses. Do not think long-term about anything or anyone. Just do what you can do now, earn what you can earn now. The future is not related to you, you only live in the present. Human life is not 80 years or 100 years, but only 18 hours a day. Rich people are always afraid of not having money, so they always focus on making money. Poor people never worry about not having money, so they never care about making money. People who work always feel that there is not enough time, so today's work must be done today. They do not expect too much from tomorrow. People who do not work always think that there is still a long time, so there is always a tomorrow to live. People who only talk about the future without talking about today or tomorrow will never really work. Let's forget about the information gap. First, compete on the ability to execute. The difference between people lies in the ability to execute, not the information gap. Never complicate a simple problem. The world we live in, at least in terms of making money, there is no such thing as a secret, and there is no such thing as too much information gap. All the complicated theories that you do not understand are just advertisements to influence you. Making money requires results. Only execution has a chance to achieve results. Execution is the mother of results, not knowing any secrets. Refuse all negative emotions, negative energy, and pessimistic thoughts. These will not bring positive results, but will become the biggest obstacles on your way to making money. Never cultivate the habit of being discouraged when you are complaining and sighing. Strong people have begun to adapt to the situation. In the law of the jungle, adaptation is important. You have to compete on the ability to adapt. The strong live, the weak die. Whoever can quickly enter the room, quickly adapt to change, face the problem directly and solve it, will gain the advantage. Only people with healthy thinking and positive emotions can acquire knowledge, control their bodies to make the right choices and actions. People with disordered minds only fall into a vicious circle, getting worse and worse. The essence of life is to control and regulate yourself, not to dream of controlling others. No one and nothing is related to you, or in other words, the relationship with others is very simple. You are good, you earn money, others will treat you well. On the contrary, it will be difficult for you to meet normal people. Control your thinking and emotions by filtering out all negative information, not listening, not looking, not being curious, not contacting negative, uncaring people. What you need to pay special attention to is that you must stay away from anyone who says you are wrong. As soon as you hear such words, treat them politely but immediately isolate yourself. They do not give them any chance. Their purpose is not to work and achieve results, but to seek recognition, to prove that they are better than you. Once you come into contact with such idle and weak people, give them a chance, a stage, they will cling to you, consuming a lot of your time. Always remember that right and wrong matters that are not related to interests are meaningless. For matters related to interests, the only standard of evaluation is results, not words. Practice the habit of being rational, maintain sobriety. The world is inherently rational, so there are objective laws. The basic instinct of human beings is also rational, always evaluating and judging people and the surrounding environment. All emotions and feelings are just tools to serve reason. From an emotional perspective, the world is complex and changing, but from a rational perspective, the world is simple and repetitive. Smart people will make complex phenomena simple, like the rule 1 + 1 = 2, not dreaming of finding a way to turn 1 + 1 into 100. Making money requires a rational mind, understanding the rules along with stable emotions and psychology, not acting on emotions and feelings. Only a rational person can consider everything around as normal, discover the rules, follow the rules, and always stay alert. These are the foundations for existence and of yours. Practice the habit of being rational, stay sober so that your thinking is not easily influenced from the outside, your actions are not distorted, your choices are accurate and correct, and you have the opportunity to achieve the results you want. The more emotional a person is, the more likely they are to be influenced, the more weaknesses they have, and the more people they have, and the easier it is for them to fall into other people's traps. Practice the habit of saving your time. The secret to saving time is knowing how to refuse. If you want to increase your earning efficiency and save your time, you must learn to appear weak and filter. Poor people do not learn to appear weak all their lives, which is basically an intellectual deficiency. They do not see further development, so when someone bullies or deceives them, poor people often have to fight back. In fact, appearing weak is the best way to gather others and save their time. Give others the stage, give them face, give them benefits, you will attract others, gain your own benefits and save time. After appearing weak, you must conduct screening and when necessary, immediately refuse, whether in trading or in life. Every opportunity has two sides. You not only need to show your value but also screen out those who really know how to evaluate those values. Only then can you complete the transaction. The essence of making money is to attract traffic. When your traffic is large enough, you will have enough confidence to screen. The more you screen, the higher your earning efficiency will be. When you only have 3 customers, you will want everyone to trade, and you will automatically waste time. When your traffic is large enough, you will truly realize the great value of time and begin to cherish it. Only screen out suitable customers to complete the transaction, so the most important premise for the transaction is traffic. The essence of making money is that your traffic must be large enough. Increasing traffic means you are saving your time, and profit is the production rate per unit of time. Every day, your thoughts and actions should only serve the purpose of making money and career. If the concept of weekends and holidays still exists in your mind, then making money is just an illusion for you. It is difficult for ordinary people to make money because they have accepted too many thoughts that are not suitable for making money. These thoughts make you stop, leave the fighting state, enjoy comfort and leisure, lose vigilance and competitiveness in the world of business. There is no such thing as 996, working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. For those who make money, sleep is also a luxury. This world is society, and the nature of society is transaction. The nature of transaction is value exchange, and the nature of value exchange is natural selection. There are always people making money, people losing money, people advancing, and people being eliminated. Therefore, your only goal is to survive in addition to making money and career. All other actions are redundant. Especially emotional relationships, if you still don't understand the relationship between money and emotions today, it only proves that your living environment is very comfortable, you don't have to worry about food and drink, and you haven't experienced much. After experiencing more, you will understand that career is always more important than emotions. When there is hope for career, emotions will exist. Making money is to make yourself valuable, then let others benefit from you. The only sure way to make money is to make yourself valuable in a specialized field, then let others feel that they can benefit from you. You have to find ways to turn yourself into a bait so that more people see your value and want to take advantage of you. This is something that poor people can never do. The whole life of poor people is to find ways to not be taken advantage of by others. They do not accept transactions from the bottom of their hearts, nor do they want to exchange, and are even less willing to pay the cost. They only want to receive, and they are not willing to give, and they will lose more opportunities, falling into a vicious circle. The more you give, the more you give, the more people will trust you. The more people you serve, the greater the trust, and the greater the opportunity to make money. This is also the reason why giving is the beginning of receiving. Making money, after all, is a battle of perception and a contest of intelligence. Those who are really good at making money really understand that honesty and transparency are the best ways to make money. They will try their best to give to others, provide services to others, so that others feel that they are simple and have benefits to take advantage of. All big transactions are the inevitable choice of human nature. When others think you are too smart, you will lose all chances. Always remember that human nature is to want to receive. The nature of paying is for the benefit of achieving the psychology of exploitation. That is the reason why many people are poor and also the foundation of your wealth. Nothing is good or bad. Thinking is what helps you make money. It has nothing to do with the product or project. If you hear this, in your mind you are still wondering which project is easy to make money, which project is the trend, I advise you not to think about making money anymore. All industries that can exist today certainly have their value and meaning. What you need to discover is not which product is magnificent, but what customers need. The unbeatable rule in business is that there must be a buyer first, then become a seller. Your opportunity is certainly in the field that you are familiar with, understand, and have invested deeply in. Only when you understand your customers and human nature well enough can you help others find the most suitable value. When you understand the logic of poverty and wealth behind habits, and find more suitable ideas for making money, you will see money everywhere.